First day out with the Sony A7R VI, and I get this. The most gnarly osprey shot I have ever taken. Look at that eye. But how does an eye end up like that? It starts with a hunter searching a vast, turbulent sea for its favorite meal, fish. Every one of these fish just escaped a predator below, only to meet another one above. And seeing the big picture really helps illustrate the struggle here. The pelican, it's not going to give up, and of course, it opens its big pouch and dives in head first. But the osprey is different. It spots its prey from high in the sky, transforms its body into a fish-seeking missile equipped with 8 razor-sharp talons, ready to make contact with a scaly creature from a completely different world. If the bird is successful, it gets a meal. If not, which is often the case, the only option is to try again. The conditions are working against me today. The wind is from the east, and the birds always fly into the direction of the wind. The sun, it's from the west. So every direction I point this thing, there's some sort of compromise. If I shoot this direction with the wind, I'm gonna get butt shots. If I shoot this way into the light, ooh, the camera's probably gonna struggle to focus. I could just pack up and go home, but these birds never give up, so why should I? When an osprey struggles on the surface like this, it means those talons have sunk into something big, and a battle over life and death is underway. This bird has a huge ladyfish. Sometimes butt shots are still worth the effort. Who knew? And look at the size of that fish. I think it's longer than the osprey is tall. And a fish like that definitely deserves to be paraded around in front of all the human anglers who are struggling to catch a fish. Let's see how the A7R VI handles that strong backlighting. Ooh, that light is strong. It's actually hard to even see with the light reflecting off the water. Kind of hurts my eyes a little. I'm not sure how these birds do it with 2 eyes, let alone one that's injured. And they have this cool little thing called a nictitating membrane that helps actually protect their eye. And it works like this. My God, that lighting is incredible. Look at all those beautiful little bokeh balls, those little out of focus spots of light. And check out this bird's eye. We have a ton of resolution here, so let's get a little closer. Perfect. Here you can clearly see the nictitating membrane covering about 2/3 of the bird's eye. Think of it as safety glasses for their eyes. It will actually come down when they sense that there might be some injury coming, usually when they dive in the water, like this. Shields have been successfully deployed, Captain. You can clearly see the full membrane has been retracted now. Our bird with the gnarly eye, that's something else. And while we were busy playing science, another osprey just grabbed a fish. This bird's catch is a mullet, and I can't tell if it's the bird with the gnarly eye, but I do know that parading that fish around in the sky is the equivalent to ringing a dinner bell at the end of a hard day at work. And there they are. The local osprey population has gone out to sea, the butt shot zone. Back into the light, and we have more head-on shot opportunities. I have a lot of things working for me in this direction. The birds are diving close. Really close. So it lets me really stress test the autofocus of the camera, and it's doing great. And that backlighting I was dreading, it's, well, amazing. These are some of the most unique osprey shots I've seen yet. All of the water grabs the specular highlights and adds tons of drama to these images. And there doesn't appear to be a shortage of fish either. That's a highly prized pompano. I can't tell if this is our bird with the gnarly eye, but I do see something interesting. That one talon is raised in every single shot. I think this bird might have a broken toe. Man, it's brutal out there. Oh, I think I know this bird. Here, let me show you. Check out that back talon. Do you see how it's actually stuck in the bird's leg? Brutal doesn't even begin to explain this. I saw the same bird about 2 weeks ago, and it got tangled up in a fisherman's line. It actually flew into the line, and the fisherman saw it happen, and he reeled the line in tight and yanked it. And when he yanked it, it actually bent the osprey's toe all the way around and caused it to hook inside the osprey's leg. The osprey flew away, so there was nobody to help it. And I'm surprised that it's still here and it's still eating. Apparently, it can still do what it needs to do to survive. Unbelievable. It must still be able to hunt. And there it is, a 1-foot catch. This bird can still hunt with only one working set of talons. Unbelievable. Entangling with the local anglers is an everyday occurrence, and it can be a real problem. This tern is in the middle of a crazy tug of war. It's got an angler's bait, and you can clearly see the hook thanks to the absurd resolution of this camera. But luckily for everyone involved, the bird lost this battle unscathed. Can't say the same for the fish. Whoa, look at that snowy egret's leg. At first, I wasn't sure what I was looking at here. I thought maybe there was some kind of distortion because of all the strong backlighting playing with the image, so I had to take a closer look. And no, that's not distortion. That's a healed leg that was one time badly broken. Unbelievable. Back on the waterline, and another osprey has surfaced with a nice mullet clutched tightly in its talons. It's weird how the fish always seem to look up at the bird when they come out of the water like that. And I still can't tell if this is the bird with the injured eye. The wind direction has most of these birds turning their heads when they leave. This definitely is not the bird with the eye injury either, and it has timed its dive right alongside a large rolling wave in the water behind the swell. But I never expected such a glorious image to appear on the other side of that wall of water. Every diving bird seems to be teaching me something new about the light and how incredible it is with all of the other elements falling perfectly into place. I see a lot of you are actually watching this, and I really appreciate that. That's awesome, but not all of you are subscribed. So go ahead and click subscribe. It's really hot out here, and every subscription I get helps me get one step closer to a nice, refreshing glass of lemonade. Actually, no lemonade. Doesn't actually work that way, but it does help me create more content. So go ahead and subscribe. Here come some more ospreys. This one is locked on and ready for action. Look at those eyes. And look at those talons. And wow, look at those beautiful wings. I have captured thousands of osprey photos, but only a handful turn out like this with the wings perfectly displayed. And even though this bird came up empty, the shots are incredible with all the water drops in the air. And the eye looks nice. This is not our injured bird. This one is also coming in from the side, so I can't see the eye. And oh, I got a nice fish, but it's also facing the wrong way. Nice man-hating there, bird. Good job. But could you turn and just let us see the other side of your face? Oh, there it is. This is our injured bird. A closer look, and you can clearly see the nictitating membrane isn't quite right. I know where this bird's gonna take its fish. It's got its favorite perch, but I'm not gonna approach it just yet. When you approach these birds and you get too close when they have a fish, they really feel threatened and they get scared. They think you're gonna take the fish, and this bird has worked too hard for that. So let's leave him alone for about an hour, let him eat, get really fat and happy, and then we'll go check in on him. All of you that are wondering about the autofocus with the A7R VI, it's absolutely amazing. I can't really believe how good it is with these fast moving birds. Somehow Sony has leapfrogged themselves, and the autofocus I think is better than the A1 Mark II. It's pretty crazy. All right, let's go check on that osprey. Aha, just like I predicted. That is one content osprey. Look how full its crop is. That's a lot of fish. And think about what these animals go through. All the injuries I showed you today kind of makes our lives seem a little easier, doesn't it? But I tell you, it's hot out here. I'm stranded on a desert island. It's gonna help.